Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to war number 3 of season 32 Alliance War. That is going to be against TD-30. So this was a very expensive war for me, and learned a lot about the new defensive tactic that I've not faced much, that is unstoppable armor. So I have some really annoying fights that I will walk you through, and I gave a couple of deaths in here, so stay tuned for that. So the first fight was against Jaguar Panthera with force of will, right back at it and ebb and flow. So the whole thing here is I was not trying to knock her down, just build up those death spores, and with synergy with Sabertooth, the death spores were going to kill her off. Tried to push her to an SP2, so you can just throw that one, so I don't have to worry about getting incinerated. And that's about it, guys. This fight was pretty straightforward, a regulation Omega Red fight that you are accustomed to see on the channel now. The next fight was against a Sasquatch. Now with unstoppable armor, he takes advantage of that, and after a certain cooldown that is on the top right of the screen beside the death spores, he gets unstoppable for 2 seconds. Combine that with the heavy hitter node, that is that his heavy attacks cannot be stopped, they are unstoppable, and on top of it he also gets his rage. So there's a lot of unstoppable involved here, and you can easily get cornered, and he was also being a bit stingy with his specials. So all of that combined up, and also I panicked because I didn't face this kind of a fight before, so it was a learning process for me as well. So this fight I gave up 1 death, and then I had to come back and kill him off with a Corvus, but this was a good learning experience for me. But again, it happens, you win some, you lose some, but it was good to know that unstoppable armor is also a very annoying tactic if you bring in the right champions on the right node. So this Sasquatch is a really good placement here if you have the unstoppable armor tactic selected. So I'll let you enjoy my death and coming back with Corvus and killing him off, and I'll see you on the next fight. Next defender is a thing with power focus 1, bubble shield 2, and ebb and flow knockdown. Pretty regulation fight when it comes to Omega Red, because you have to parry and heavy anyway. I just got clipped a little bit there, but I had that invulnerability boost on me, and once I had around 20-22 spores, I just used a heavy attack and that melted him away very quickly. It just makes very short work of a thing. Next one again was a fight against Doom that also I learned a lot from this fight because I made a mistake. Instead of blocking his SP1s that can also be unstoppable, I tried dexing them, and that was giving him power because of power snack 2 and then backup recovery. And then the outlaws came into play when he went down a little low. So a lot of things, I look back at the fights and I learned about them. Okay, I shouldn't have done that. But then again, his Aura of Azeroth is very annoying if it's active. he will go blockable on his special, so you have to dex them, and when you do dex them you give him special. The fight was going fine in the beginning, but then in the end, with the outlast and all of that extra power going in, it made the fight very, very annoying. So again, gave another death here and learned from it, and then brought Omega Red again and brought Doom down, but then 2 deaths for me, and already the war was quite expensive, so I just tried to finish off the other fight without giving any death, so I can just give it to peace. I did not attempt any boss, I didn't want to hurt the team anymore, but we did end up winning the war, so my incompetency was helped with from my alliance mates, and it all went well. In the end, it was all jokes and laughs. And then we had the usual Mixmaster power focus and aggression prowess fight with Nick Fury. So this fight is made for Omega Red. All you need to do is to parry and use medium and light only. Then swipe back, let him come in again, parry medium light, and once all of those spores are all stacked, you can just use a heavy attack for the degen, and that will take away his first life. And then for the second life as well, just wait for him to go down to 30%, and then just block the hit, and in the meantime just keep those death spores up, and should be able to kill him quite easily. Just remember, parry and use your medium and light. Do not go medium, light, medium, so the next one cannot be a miss. So that's about it, guys. You can this was an easy fight. I've done this fight against Nick Fury and Korg on the same node so many times, so it's muscle memory at this point, so everything else went pretty smooth. Next one was Immortal Abomination with Force of Will, Crumbling Armor, and Footloose. So before he got to a special, I was just trying to parry and get all of those death spores up. Once I had them, just use a heavy attack and let degen him to death before he can throw any of those specials and go unstoppable with Footloose. He did throw a SP2 at the end, but that wasn't really difficult for me because Omega Red is poison immune. I just had to run away the timer for unstoppable and evade charges, and that's about it. He just melted away pretty quick. Next one up was a fight against Wasp. So here I was trying to get my charges, but I was so frustrated with the war before that I did get the evade charge, but I did not knock her down, and I just killed her straight away. So I missed that charge, and I just simply killed her off with a special 1 boost to start with. Corvus is just amazing. He can just eat through all of your defensive lines. Just you need is 200% boost and a 12% cosmic boost with some health and attack boost, and start with 1 bar of power, and before you know it you are at 2 bars and you can just cycle 2 specials. Most of the champions will be killed off. Some of them are not. You can cycle another special and that easily kills them off. I am not using a 200 boost here, that's why you don't see any specials getting back after throwing a SP2, but that's okay. I still had enough of the charges left on me, so I easily brought down Cable. So this was my last fight. So I hope you enjoyed this expensive war and my inability as an attacker, but I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you on the next one and try to do better. I hope you all have an amazing day. I'll see you next time.